I don't pretend to know everything about this game, but I'd like to think that I know a fair amount about this game. But it appears that some players think that they know how I should play better than I know how I should play. And this was an unfortunate run-in with one of these players. I've hidden his name, but let's just call him Major Rager. Now I'm going to talk you through the game. I'm here in the Tier 7 Premium Destroyer, the Friesland, which obviously has guns and no torpedoes. And as you'll notice from my screen, there is no twist and track or perceptive indicator on the screen, which means that I'm playing without that little tool to help me know exactly where the enemy is. But looking behind me at the bottom end of C-Cap, there are 4 cruisers down there and another destroyer. Now, one of those is a Fiji, and that is being captained by our friend Major Rager. Now, Fiji likes to sit in a smoke screen and let his destroyer go out here to the cap and do all the work while he sits back there and hides and just lobs shots out of his smoke screen. There's a Riga down there as well. There's a Black down there. So there's a radar cruiser. There's a radar destroyer. And, there's 5 ships to my rear. And there's 1 ship that's pushing in. And we all know what's probably going to happen to him, don't we? And there we go. So I'm backing out. I'm spotting for the team. And I don't want to get detected myself, because as you'll see there, I've got a 6-kilometer concealment. Now the reason that is so high is because I am playing a ranged HE build, which means that I'm trying to play a few different ways in my ship. So find a way to play the team game whilst learning a new way to play my ship. So I've come out here. I've taken this capture point, and the Black is telling me to get back. Now the Black is going nowhere near a capture point. He is hanging back there with the cruisers, obviously spamming his super slow torpedoes probably through the middle of B-cap, which neither the Riga nor he seem to have used their radar on to prevent Red Team from taking it. Our last destroyer, which I believe is a Fletcher, has gone the long way round and gone into A-cap. He is completely unsupported as well. So the majority of the team are just sat down there, hanging at the back, as is pretty much always the case in this game. Now I decide that I'm going to push out. I'm going to open up some range to these guys, especially to the Brandenburg and his secondaries. We've got a Hipper out there as well, and I'm going to see what I can do to get some guns on and do some damage. We've already lost that battleship that sailed into the middle of C-Cap with me, so he was really the only support that I had. But unbeknownst to me, because I haven't got twist and track or perceptive, but perhaps like the Black down there did have twist and track or perceptive, and may have had a ship close to him down there that wasn't in B-cap. But yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cruisers plus a destroyer. Surely there's enough ships down there to take care of one little ship, or between them to give them some idea that there might be something down there, because I certainly can't tell them that. But with a Riga and with a Black, 2 sets of radar, surely they must be competent enough between the 5 of them to figure something out, because there is a Le Fantasque, and he has appeared right behind them. And the Fiji does at some point call me for help, and I'm looking at the map and I'm thinking, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4 cruisers plus a destroyer. I'm probably the furthest ship away from you than all of them, so why are you calling me for help? 4 cruisers should be able to take care of 1 destroyer, especially a destroyer that doesn't even have a smoke screen. But no, that is not going to be the case. Now, they've obviously all been rattled a little bit by that destroyer appearing on their flank, and they all start to try and run and hunt down this destroyer. I, on the other hand, sat out here trying to finish this Brandenburg off. You know, we've already been onto one ship, but this is going to get very toxic very, very quick. Now, I've had my rant at what I call Muppets. There may be a few choice words used in front of that terminology in the past. And yeah, we've all been tired, we've all had a bad day, and we've all had a bit of a rage at times. I say we all, probably all. Everybody's been miffed off. But there was absolutely no need for what was to come next. So the Fiji got himself killed by a destroyer that doesn't have a smokescreen, while he had sonar, had a radar cruiser with him, plus 2 other cruisers, and a destroyer that had radar as well. And then the assault began.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Are you in the Friesland? Okay. Do you got twisting track? Do you have twisting track? Why don't you have twisting track? Well, so you can know where your fucking enemies are. That's why you use twisted track. I sure as fuck do. Yes, I've been at this for 4 fucking years. You put twisted track on your destroyers. So now you don't know where your other destroyer is back there. You're sitting here talking shit about everybody else. Why ain't they doing what they're doing? So you're sitting there telling everybody else what to do, but you're dumb. You listen. You fucking I'm chasing a fucking destroyer while your dumbass is shooting you going after battleships. Instead of going, look at now you're getting chased. Now everybody else sit there and knows where you're at, but you don't know where they're at. That's how dumb you are. You're the fucking idiot that has no idea how to play this game. You put twisted track on your destroyers. You have no idea what you're doing. No idea. No fucking idea. You're gonna sit there and lose this game because all you want to do is sit there and pretend like you know what you're doing. Instead of putting fucking twisted track on your doing is messing it up. That's all you can say is keep going, keep going.
It was at this point that I decided I'd just had enough of listening to him throw abuse at me and telling me what I should be doing. All I'd done is I'd asked them to push and support me earlier in the game, which none of them had wanted to do. The game sadly finished in defeat, but our abuser finished there, way down at the bottom, because I think that's where he deserves to be honest. But there was a lack of coherence in the team. I was just constantly getting distracted by this guy throwing abuse, and to be honest, I should have just muted the team chat the minute he started having a go at me and gotten on with the game. So hopefully next time I won't get drawn into such a long, abusive interaction with another player. But hey, such is life. Names hidden to protect the innocent. But to take the edge off that one, go and click on one of these links and watch something funny instead. Until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.